Captain Dan here, Goober Time Guide Service. I recently received a new shipment of 6 precision cast rods from Catch the Fever, and these things are real sharp and real nice, and the thing is, I want to keep them that way. Now, the only real part you have to worry about on these is the cork handles. Cork handles are pretty durable, but they can get beat up if used a lot over time. This is one of my go-to ultralights, and check that out. These things are just beat. So before I go landing a whole bunch of slabs on these, I want to protect them a little bit and make sure that they last a long time. Now, this project's really easy, and it's a cheap way to protect your investment. All you're going to need is some U-40 cork seal, a little bit of painter's tape. This is optional. It's something to apply this stuff with. I went with a foam brush. I've got all this stuff linked in the description down below, so make sure you check it out. So the first thing we want to do is take a wet paper towel and wipe down all these rods. These are brand new and they're covered in cork dust, so we want to make sure we get all that off and we have a nice clean surface when we go to seal them. I have 2 sections here, so I want to make sure I get both of them. Now after you do this, you're going to want to let them dry at least overnight, so make sure you set a couple of days aside before you have to go fishing to get this done. You can see all the cork dust coming off already. That's just 2 rods right there. So definitely don't skip this step. All right, we'll come back once those are dry and we'll carry on with the next step. Now this next step might be a little bit unnecessary, but I want to make sure I do the real nice job on these rods here. So I'm gonna take some blue painter's tape and just kind of mask off any sections that I don't need any of this sealant going on to. These rods have 2 sections of cork, so I've got to tape off above and below each section here. Okay, there's what one looks like. We're gonna go ahead and knock out the other 5. There we go, didn't take too long to get them all taped up. They're looking pretty, got them nice and protected. As soon as we get these dried up on these cork sections, we'll carry on with the next step. Now, I'm not saying you have to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment down below. But if you don't, I've been told that your batteries are gonna freeze up on you and they're not gonna be able to take a charge anymore. You're gonna have to replace every single battery on the boat. So do yourself a favor and just take care of those 3 easy things right now. They're free, and I don't want that happening to you. I'm just trying to look out for you. Along with that, they do help out the channel, and we appreciate your support. All right, so now that we've got these all wrapped up and ready to go, we're gonna use this U-40 cork sealer, and I've tried this on a couple rods already and it turns out really nice. So I'm gonna do a couple here and then show you the progress that it makes. Probably leave one of them undone so we can check back in when it's totally dried up. 30 minutes to the touch, 24 hours until you're ready to use them again. So definitely wait until you can set your rods aside for a couple days and not really fiddle with them too much. Let's start with this one back here. All you do is dab this stuff on pretty light. I've got a little foam brush right here. Got this for like 90 cents at Lowe's. I'll leave some in the description if you need them. And you just paint it on. If you give it a couple seconds, it'll start to kind of seep in a little bit and you can see it getting darker than the back side here. There's really not a whole lot to this. It takes 1 coat and you're done. It says don't even bother with a 2nd coat because it's sealed up and it's not gonna penetrate. It says that on the package. And this stuff goes a long way. So I bought 2 of them because I had about 16 rods I wanted to do, and I'm not even going to use part of 1 to get this job done on all the rods. I mean, just 1 little dip and I can do pretty much this whole entire rod. I'm really looking forward to seeing that Catch the Fever logo pop here. That should turn out real nice. Just rotate them, look for any spots here. You don't want to really glob this on, you just want a light coating. Let it soak in. But you don't want it to be streaky or running or anything. If you get any spots like that, I like to use the top end of the brush and just kind of rub it off if you get too much on there. But this is pretty good here. Just look at this compared to the others already. You get that nice rich color tone on it and it just looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock these other probably 4 out right now, and then once they dry, we'll come back and compare it. I'll leave 1 bare naked here, and then we'll do a little comparison once they're all dry. So this product right here is water-based, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out this foam brush right here. So I'm gonna let this dry and we can come back and hit that 6th one right here. But I wanna do a comparison and see how they look. This really takes no time at all, and I'm already liking the rich undertones in this. So far it's a thumbs up. Let's check it out in a day. 24 hours, let it rest. All right, so here we are about 24 hours later. It still feels corky. Definitely has lightened up a little bit as that saturation is cured a little bit. But look at the difference here. It definitely looks a little bit more premium, a little bit more protected. Even if we look at the logos here, it pops a little bit more down here, which is really cool. But I think this is a good product. I think it's definitely worth checking out. I am interested in what more of like a polyurethane would do, but I don't want my rod handles to get slick at all. So write down in the comments if you've ever had any experience with like a polyurethane based product. So interested in what that looks like. I'm gonna get the tape off of this one right here so we can really see how it pops. These are just some really good looking rods. I love these. The color scheme is beautiful. Really nice job by Catch the Fever. Now that right there is a fish catching machine. We got the 7-foot precision cast rod with a Shimano Stratic, spooled up with some 6-pound slime line. Can't wait to get this thing on the water. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little project as much as I did. I think these turned out pretty nice. If you've used this stuff in the past, or if you have a different approach to protect your cork on your rods, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you poke around our channel a little bit. We've got all kinds of videos and projects you can check out related to fishing. And it's about time you go do that right now, because this video is done. Thanks for watching.